Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Breeze. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 40 yards.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football.
That's going to be a
It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Breeze going to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
What's the point?
On is Aldrich Roses for the NFC field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And that'll push the lead to 11-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
My man's still alive.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top.
The NFC looking to rewrite a little history as they lead this 2019 Pro Bowl at the break. Now remember, they've lost both of the previous Pro Bowls played here in Orlando. But maybe, just maybe, this is...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
No, is that a...
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run with Connor, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On first down, Breeze. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
First.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good
pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing now is Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued.